Hey everyone, Rosh here. Is this going? I never know. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Is it in focus? I don't know. That's what I'm talking about. I think too much. I think that's why. Part of the reason why I like beer. It just stops it all. And I have to think, like, why am I doing this? I don't know. Just because I like it. Ooh, wow. Nice and bitter. You know what I wanted? They were out of because it was on sale, so tried something different. Brewed for the revolution. Anyway, kind of lost my thought process. Um, just some notes on the subjects of change, which I brought up a week or two ago. It's tough. It's tough to change. Like, you're accustomed to doing the things you normally do, and it's just easier to keep doing them. But I'm trying. I think, if we go back to, like, when I first moved here, I was like, oh man, I haven't been able to hang out with, like, my work friends and whatever, and there's all this stuff here, I'll go out and do all this stuff, hang out with them, but, like, after work, nothing. I don't want to do anything, because I'm just so mentally exhausted. So I've probably become a little more introverted, so to speak. Was never really a social butterfly. Here I go again, watching TV on mute. But it's probably gotten worse. I'll admit that. What you do about it? This is something I've had in my head for several weeks. I don't know, some people just have it where they can just start up a conversation with any random person. But me, it's like I see someone that looks interesting. If you ever watched Sherlock, the TV series, it's kind of like that. I go through like all these different things about them. Like there was this chick at the grocery store, and she had like all these health foods and stuff. And I made all these like assumptions about her because of that and the way she was acting to the cashier. And you know, I thought about it, but then I go through like 1,000 possibilities in my head, and it seems like 950 of them don't end well. And that's kind of like a result, I'm sure, of several bad relationships. And it has me thinking back on them. I don't think about it much. I've probably suppressed it rather than moved on. Which is bad. Very bad. But I've thought of like trying to find a club or something Like this Olympics got me all interested in curling, and there's a club here. But I'm like, but then here I go again with all the thinking, overthinking stuff. Like, what kind of people would be there? I just like jump to these conclusions that it's like these fat, old, weird, weird people. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. And speaking of fat, weird old people, church. What a transition. Yeah, I tried. There's a place in walking distance, so I just went there. It was a week before yesterday. And it was totally weird. There was like maybe one person that was maybe my age, but it was kind of like one of those people. Ooh, sorry. Be glad you can't smell that. It's one of those people that, like, I'm 25 now. If someone's younger than me, I'm getting to a point where I have difficulty telling how old they are. Like, they could be 25, they could be like 14. Like, I don't even know anymore. When I was 14, I was like, I could pick out in a crowd, like, they're in a grade above me and they're in a grade below me. But now it's like impossible to tell. But I'm trying. Good stuff. They say one drink a day is good for you. What causes problems is when people just keep going and can't stop. I've been there before, mostly in college, but I see why people are opposed to it for that reason. But at the same time, there's been studies that prove that it's good. In moderation. Everything is good in moderation. Even sugar and salt. And what else? Fat. You need a little bit. You can't just eat stuff with 0 grams of fat all the time. You just like die. Yeah, well, anyway. Between that half of a beer and talking this out, I'm feeling better. I wasn't like pissed off about work or anything. I just actually wanted this 12-pack variety pack of this one brewery. Because it's good. If they had a non-alcoholic version of the same thing, I'd get that. But I'm gonna actually watch this now. Because, it's okay on mute, but it's better with with sound, I'm sure. Although this is kind of weird on mute. Anyway. Excuse me. Signing out.